welcome in. How can I help you? Okay, you have an appointment? Let me grab my appointment book, okay? Okay, what was your name? Hold on, actually, I'm on a month from now. Let me go back. Okay, and what'd you say your name was? Okay, and what's a good phone number for you? Perfect. Okay, so I have you here. Added you for our text alerts. And I see that you had booked a holiday hairstyle. Is that accurate? Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick look at your hair. Okay, I'm just going to go around here. How have you been doing today? Good? Good. You have very thick curly hair. Very healthy. Alright, so I have holiday hairstyle, but that means different things to different people. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you wanted to do? Oh, okay. So you're doing an ugly Christmas sweater party. Okay, very cool. Uh-huh. Okay, and you're doing like crazy hair with it. That makes sense. Okay, so you wanted to do something non-traditional in terms of a holiday hairstyle. I get a lot of blowouts, a lot of perms, those types of things, but you're looking to do something else. Okay, this should be really fun. Yeah. Great. So you were thinking a Whoville. Yep. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna add a cape to you right now. And then I'm gonna pull a couple different things that I have that I think that we could use. Is the fire okay for you? Or are you hot? Okay. If you need it turned down or anything, let me know. I do have it on a low. So you can see it's just kind of simmering, but I want you to be comfortable. So I'm gonna start off adding this cape to you, alright? Then next I'm going to do a little bit detangling and brushing through and combing, and then I'll grab a couple different items that we're going to use today to do your hair. I didn't realize this cape had so much velcro. Gonna wrap this around you. All right, and tuck this in the back. Okay, just going to brush it off, make sure it's all laying correctly. Okay, is that comfortable? Just gonna lift your hair over the back. Okay, so all good, all comfortable. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is, like I said, I'm gonna spray your hair with a little detangling spray. Okay. I'm going to use a strawberry oat milk detangler to leave-in conditioner and detangler. And it's for all hair types, so it'll be good for your hair. I'll give it a little comb, and I think I'm going to use this one to start, and then I'll move on to the brush if I need to, but might not. Okay, so gonna go ahead and spray on the sides. A little bit in the back. And then I'm just gonna work this in with my hands, okay? Okay. You had a good Thanksgiving? Yeah? Mine was good. It was small, it was good. Relaxing. I did most of the cooking. And yeah, it was good. The family enjoyed it. Okay, I'm just gonna work this on the top. Okay. Gonna go ahead and start with my comb. These types of combs are very good for like the curly hair, so it's not ruining your curls, but it's getting all the knots out, you know. I use fine tooth combs a lot for that. Yeah. Okay, just gonna come out this side. I'm excited for this style. I think it's gonna be a really fun style. I do have some good props because I had a group of girls come in. I don't know, they were probably like 5th grade or something, and they did crazy hair for the holidays. Their mom got their hair done, and it was really, really nice. I think that they really liked it, so I had some stuff on hand for that. Yeah. Your bangs in the front here. Sorry. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so that's pretty well combed out. I'm going to hit it with my brush really quick just to make sure we're all good. I'm going to use this like wet brush. Get any little last minute kinks out of the ends. Generally though, I think it's good. Great thing about your hair is that you're gonna have a lot of volume for this style. When you have like pin straight hair like myself, for example, it's hard to get good volume in the hair for these types of styles. And obviously like the Whoville style is like all volume. Okay, I'm just gonna step to the back and just hit the back really quickly. You're all good. Looks really good. So let me just take a second and I'm gonna just go through I have like a set of table of stuff over here. I'm gonna pull a couple items out and I'm gonna let you know what I think we should do and then get some feedback from you. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. What I'm going to start off doing is I'll section your hair out. Then I am going to, so for the Whovels, obviously they have the really long, like, ponytails or like buns on top. So I'm going to cut some of this nice holiday paper, and I'm going to just cut it in like a section so I can put it into your ponytail. Yep, and that will help keep it in that nice cone shape. Okay, we're going to put that inside. Alright, I'm going to keep a couple pieces off the side like Cindy Lou has, okay? And I can either braid it or I can just use some of these Velcro curlers, or these are a little bit big. I don't think I want to use these, but if you want to, you can. I was going to use these small ones. Do the little ringlets down the sides of the hair, so like this, okay? Then, once we have your hair in the cone, it's going to kind of look like a Christmas tree. Then I wanted to take a few of these bulbs and add them into the hair itself. They're just mini ones, and I have like a matte pink. I have a matte red. I have some sparkle ones. And I have some shiny ones too. It's just up to you, but I have pink and red. That's okay? Alright. So I'll add those to the hair. Then I have this spray, and it is a green temporary hair dye. Okay, so I thought I could spray your top of your hair that looks like the Christmas tree, this color. Okay, and then you'd have like a green hair there. Yeah. Now for the ringlets, I do have a temporary hair dye I can use on them with these foils. And it is a washout, but it's a deeper red. So we do put it in a foil. I could do the ringlets red, so your tree is green. You have that red and green. You want to do that? Okay, that's perfect. Sorry, I just pulled it. And then finally, because Cindy Lou has her like hairband on, so I thought we could do two different things there. I will add this hairband in the front at the end, so you have red and green. It's just a nice fabric hair band. Alright, and then I have these. This is from the girls that I told you came in. They brought these and they didn't use them all, so they gave the rest to me. I have a couple extra things here I don't need. Let me move those. So these are these little snowflakes, and they just kind of go around your hair like this, and I can close them. And they stay in your hair. I have a bunch, but I thought I could just kind of stick those throughout the hair to give a little bit more of like that wintry feel. Okay, so if you're all good with that, we'll go ahead and just get started on the style, okay? Alright, so like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to section out your hair with a comb. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my comb like this. I'm going to just section out your hair and do a couple clips so that we have everything perfectly sectioned. Okay. Perfect. I'm just gonna section this one out first. then I'm just gonna go to this side. And again, if you get too warm from the stove or you need to adjust, just stop me, okay? Now I'm in a section. Just dropped a snowflake. Okay, now I'm in a section the two little ringlets. Okay, right there. I think that is probably like a big enough piece. You already have curl, obviously. I'll add some mousse and just make it a little bit more defined with the roller. These. Okay, got that. And then I'm just gonna get a similar piece here on this end. Alright, perfect. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the foil to the ringlets for the red dye, the temporary red dye. It's going to have to sit for a few minutes, and that will let us just do the rest of the hairstyle. I think that's the best way. Okay, so I'm going to use these foils. Like I showed you in the beginning, I'm gonna use these. It lets me see how much the hair has taken to the dye, or the dye is taken to the hair. And I'm gonna just add that with a brush. Okay. So I'm just gonna start out with this dye. It's just a foam dye that I'm gonna add to those two sections of the hair. Okay. I'm going to just use my hands. I'm going to add this to that piece of hair. Just literally work it in with my hands. That's the best method I've found. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do the other one now. Gonna just go ahead and put this around your hair on each side, okay? Okay. Grab the other piece. Just do the other side. feel okay? All right, so I'm just gonna move my other foils out of the way. Okay, get that off of my hands. Still feeling comfortable? Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the ponytail. All right, I am going to use 2 brushes. I'm gonna use this roller brush because it has these nice hard coils, which will help me just pull the hair and straighten it around the cone. And then I also have a different one that's the same bristles. Sorry, I have a lot of brushes. I'm gonna use this one. There's some hair in there to get rid of. I'm gonna use this one, and it's the same type of brush, but it's just not the roller. Okay, I'll use the roller once I have the hair like pretty much squared, and I'm just wrapping it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use those sections, those clips out, and start to do the ponytails, okay? And there's going to be a little bit of hair in your face for a minute, probably, while I'm brushing. Gonna get a bit on this side as well, okay? So that is the part that I think is going to be your tree. I'm going to hold this paper up now and just measure how much I'm going to need so that I can cut. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut at the bottom. Just give me 1 second. Gonna build my comb, and I am gonna leave this on the outside so if it comes through the hair it looks Christmassy too. So I don't want it to be too crazy because the hair itself will sit a little bit because of how much volume you have. We just need a little boost. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the top of the hair. I'm just going to put the hair over top of this. sure everything is nice and tight around the crown. Around the cone, I should say. It's not really a crown. It feels about right. Okay. I'm gonna add the hairband now to the top. Okay. Doesn't feel too tight, does it? Alright. Good. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray this with some of that green. This is going to act as a hair bondant as well, like a hairspray essentially, but it'll also color the hair. I'm just going to add it to medium setting. Okay, ready? Maybe I locked it. There we go. You kind of hear it setting in, so I'm just going to actually take a brush, add a little bit more because I want it a little darker. I'm going to use this brush and I'm just going to brush it into the hair to make it take the color. Really nicely to your hair, especially given that your hair is dark. It's a nice lime green. It's really showing up nice. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Okay, just adding a bit more. Okay, let that set for just a second before I brush it in. Feeling really relaxed. That's good. Yeah, I have people fall asleep while I'm doing their hair a lot, actually. I am so excited about how this Christmas tree turned out. It is so good. And what's your Christmas sweater gonna look like? Okay, so it's to the back. That's good. I was worried about how you're gonna get it over your head, but it's cone shaped, so I figured you probably could make it work. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we're good on the brushing for the green. I'm gonna go ahead and add a few Christmas bulbs to your hair. Is that okay with you? Okay. So I'm just gonna go with the couple that I showed you earlier. So I have these little guys, and I think they're super cute. So I'm gonna clip these in with just some little wire to the tree on the top, okay? Just over this way. I'm gonna do the shimmery one next. That one is secured a little bit. There we go. Okay, and And then I'm going to go in with this pink one as well. Okay, so they're on your Christmas tree. So cute. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the foils from the from your hair. Okay, just gonna grab that. Pull that out. All right. Okay, that turned out gorgeous. The red is redding. It's very bright, just like the Christmas tree. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put the Velcro curlers into those two pieces. And then I'm gonna use this one and yeah, so I'm just gonna roll through these really quick. Take those two pieces. So I'm gonna this one. Just gonna go in. I have two here, but I'm just gonna use one. Okay, I'm just gonna put this around the hair. Okay. And the same thing with this section that I did. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna let those two sit for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to, yeah, there's a couple just little pieces coming down. I'm going to go ahead and curl those with my curling iron, and they're very tiny, but I think it will jazz up the hairstyle a bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around the sides here and get any of those little flyaways and just do some little tiny curls. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cute. Is there a competition, like, for you to win a prize? I guess it is your party, right? It is your party? Oh, it's not your party. Oh, it's your best friend's party, so you could win a prize then. Or you could just, like, you know, have people vote when they come in. Like, just have them write down the name of the person and then put it in a thing and then tally it at the end. I thought that would be cool. Everybody loves some good competition, yeah? And then just do like a gift card or something like that. Or I went to a Christmas party where they did like an ugly sweater contest, but they had a really pretty wreath that they used for the party, and whoever won the ugly sweater contest got to take the wreath home. It was a really nice wreath. So like we could even use something like that. one of the like decorations or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. That would be really cool as well. Okay, I think I got everything. Oh, here, we'll just do this little piece. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so I'll go ahead and I'm going to remove the curlers now. I think it's been enough time. Before I do, I'm just going to spray them with some leave-in hairspray. I mean, I guess all hairspray is leave-in, right? Okay. I'm just going to pull these out. I know they sound painful when they come out. Does it hurt? They've never hurt me when I pulled them out of my own hair. I think it's just the sound of the hair unadhering to the Velcro. Okay. This is amazing. I love this. Okay. Alright, so I think we're pretty much done, but I'm going to go ahead and add your snowflake. Okay, so I have this little bag. I'm just gonna add a couple of these. And I have like 10, but I don't have to add all of them. So I'm just gonna start by your Christmas tree and add some to that. Okay. Okay, and what's giving me issues snapping shut? Get a different one. Sorry. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the side. Okay. One more. Okay, I'm gonna go right over here, towards the front. Okay, so I did about 5 of them. The rest in the bag here. All right, so let me just take a last look. Any concerns? Do you have any things you want changed before you go? It looks really good. Really good. I'm gonna spray those that Christmas tree with a little bit more hairspray. Okay. And I'm gonna remove your cape, okay? Let me just go to the back and get it. Okay, I'm just gonna take this off of you. Okay, so we are all done unless you have any other last things you want changed. No? Alright, I will meet you in the front of the salon and we'll get you all rung up for your payment, okay? Okay, so I'll meet you up there. Take your time getting your things together and I'll see you there.